Look,
her.
there she goes. She's gonna show where you can find Chatadel.
Oh, has she cloned herself? Because I can see two Ling Lings now.
Now it's an infobot. Look, she's walking now to the meetings area.
Oh, sorry, that's your bot. Oh.
That's my bot. Okay. Thanks.
She looks very similar to Ling Ling. Is that just one of the standard?
Yes.
That's just kind of the standard avatar clothes, is it? Yeah.
No, it's one of my first avatars, yes.
Yeah.
But I can make it a real robot, of course.
I'm sure you can.
To avoid confusion.
To avoid confusion, I normally use a real bot.
Okay, well, it's about 3:10, so I'm going to assume that other people maybe are not coming, apart from perhaps the person. Who is it, Janish, who's trying to get in?
It's Chen Hao.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's downloading the Imprudence client now because I think he's having problems with Firestone, so maybe that will help. But he said just carry on without him, he'll join us.
Okay, well, presumably Nick, you'll be able to see when he arrives anyway, so you can perhaps direct him to us.
Yes, I'll wait here.
Is that okay?
Look, there's my robot.
Yeah. Okay, is there anything anybody wants to ask before we start? I mean, Tom Conrad, who is Con Scout, is a colleague who I've known for a number of years, who has been very active in European projects in Second Life, but also in other areas of language teaching and technology, and has been worked at the University of Utrecht. Is that right? For a number of years, or was it? No, it was a different university, wasn't it? Anyway,
well, I both.
Right, both. Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to tell about yourself rather than me introducing you, and then we'll see if anybody's got any initial questions for either you or Nick about the sort of about things, and then we'll move off and have a look at a couple of the spaces that are specially designed here.
No, this is fine. Thank you for the introduction. That will do. I mean, if people are interested, they can always check my website. Well, shall we go and visit the language village then?
Sure.
Perhaps a few words while we go there on the concept of language village. Is that familiar to you, people who are here?
I don't think they will necessarily know.
No, because are you language interested in language teaching, or are there other disciplines present?
Shall I let them answer that rather than me doing it?
Okay. All right. Well, in a few words then, in a few lines, it boils down to sort of simulating real life, and then putting people in all sorts of everyday situations so that they can show or can practice their language skills. For instance, going shopping, reporting a missing bike at the police station, that sort of thing. So checking in at an airport. And what makes these virtual environments interesting for us as teachers of languages is that we can create so many different situations and also have the sense of presence, the imitation of reality here makes it rather interesting and stimulating for students to actually use the language for communication, for a purpose, for meaningful interaction. Now, if we go to this board here, saying where to go, you'll find one of these language villages. It's called Chatterdale, and there's another one called Parolais, which is for French. But let's do the British one. You may probably recognize more there because it's so, well, sort of cliche even here and there. But it matches, probably matches your images of the UK. So what you do is you click on this board so you can teleport there. Is everybody prepared to go there?
Yeah, I am, certainly.
Okay, then off we go. So it takes some time resing. All right, most of us seem to have arrived here. Is the sound still okay for you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So when students teleport here, they arrive in this area. This is the reception, sort of reception area where if people do not have an other than the standard OpenSIM avatar, they can choose one of the avatars that are here on the wall and drag them on themselves so that they at least look different, slightly different from each other. And certainly for a first session, it is very handy if they have an immediate avatar ready-made available for them. Well, then
Yeah.
the language of instruction here is Dutch, as you can see, because the language of this language village was developed for Dutch schools. But of course, if there is a international audience, Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, then the information can also be changed in different languages. Right. Okay, so to also simulate the arrival in the UK, you have to go through customs first, and that's here. And in fact, this is where your first sort of challenge starts, because the language village usually teachers instruct their students what they have to do. They get a sort of task, set of tasks with them, and to help them locate the locations where they have to do certain things, you also find the actual task here on this board here. Get your assignment here, it says. And the colors, Nick, again, tell me if I'm wrong, stand for difficulty levels.
Yes.
So the first level would be a simple instruction that you are supposed to tell the customs officer that you have something to that you have nothing to declare. Now, perhaps you could try the board, this task board as well, so that you can see that note cards are being given where this instruction is on. Again, it's in Dutch, but believe me, it's similar as I just told you.
Yes, and we chose specially to do it in Dutch because we don't give them already the English words. They have to think about what English words they should choose.
Yes, because you can imagine if you have a simple task and you would set that in English, then half of the language, the linguistic side of it, would already be there. And it would just be a matter of reproducing that content. And of course we don't want that, because we want to have the conversations to be as spontaneous as they can get in a task setting. And give people the liberty to express themselves as themselves. Okay, so then you have this conversation, you do your task, and then you move on.
There's one lady, Aisha, coming from the welcoming area now. So she will be entering Chatterdale within a minute.
Okay.
Hi Aisha, please follow us.
Okay, don't forget the guide.
Now, we all have to stand on the street to...
We see here a hotel, and if we walk
Wait.
around... Sorry.
Ton,
Yes.
The area
yeah,
is
voice.
divided in all these voice areas.
Yeah, sorry. Forgot that. Would you come over here, please?
Chara and Aisha don't hear you, I think.
Hmm. Well, not yet, but I'm about to start talking again. Is that okay?
Yes. One moment.
Okay. So Nick, if we enter the hotel, do we again cross a voice
No.
border?
No, the voice border is already outside the hotel here.
Okay.
So if you now go into the hotel...
Yes, please. So here on the left, on the entrance, you see another task. Let me check what this one is. Let's take an intermediate level. The task here is that you are not too happy with your room and that you insist on being allocated a new room. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. There you are. So here is the
Yes.
receptionist.
Can I help you?
Yes, please. Sir, I checked in last night in 81, room 81, and the room is not clean enough. I really insist on having another one.
You made it dirty yourself?
Probably, yes.
Yes. I saw you coming in late at night, very drunk.
Oh dear, again.
So you probably did it yourself.
Yeah.
But I'll get
Well,
our cleaner to clean it up.
Would say, I mean, if the service is like this here, I'll check in another place.
There is no other hotel here. You can go to the campsite.
Well, you can go to Second Life and find one.
Yeah. Or you can take a train
So
to England, to London or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So Nick, for our
Yes.
information, we have the reception here. Are there
Yeah.
actual rooms upstairs as well, or
No,
no? No.
not really.
Okay. No. So
There's
it's
empty space upstairs.
yeah. So it's particularly the act of getting into a hotel, booking,
Yeah,
checking
right. And you
in.
can also
Yeah.
use the restaurant of the hotel over here
Ah, right.
with paintings of. Oh, there's another one coming, arriving at the welcoming area. Brad.
Okay, Brad Daniels, yeah, he was due to come.
Brad Daniels, yes.
Yeah.
I have a second avatar over there, so I'll tell him to go to Chatterdale.
Okay.
Are you
And
multitasking? Are you?
yes, I always do that. We have divided all these areas in separate sound areas, so when somebody is outside, they don't hear what the conversation is inside. That's what we did. We did this specially because in the beginning we had a sound system that could be heard everywhere. So if you were standing on one side of the premise and 200 meters further, you could hear what was spoken. But now we have changed the sound system into the Vivox, which is much better. And if you now walk, let's say 40, 50 meters from here, you don't hear this conversation anymore.
Mm. Yeah, it's more realistic, isn't it? And also
Yes.
I mean, if you have different pupils doing different tasks at the same time, they don't interfere with each other. It's another advantage, of course.
Right.
Okay. All right, so that's the hotel. Let's move on, shall we?
Okay.
And see if we can find other interesting places. Station Road. Ah, pub, course, tourist information. Hmm. And sites and industries that would specially interest you. That's the task here.
Yeah, don't forget if people are not
Okay.
on the white space, they can't hear you, Tom.
Okay, okay.
I'm going to get Cara. Yeah, you have to be. Yeah, you have to be in the right spaces, or else you can't hear what Tom's saying.
Well, as I was saying, the task here, at the highest level, would be to inquire about guided tours, industries, and other sites that would the pupils have the pupils' special interest. So that would lead then to some conversation because probably the tourist information officer will have to sort of find what the interest of this person is, so we'll make various suggestions, which we expect will lead to an interesting sort of conversation. Okay. So much for the language village concept. Any questions about this so far?
Yeah, I mean, it is quite poor taste, that Visit Britain poster.
Oh, I just did that. It's a blast. I know it's a poor taste. Sorry. Shall I take it away?
It's kind of, yeah. It's a bit odd.
Now we have a conversation at advanced level, exchanging cultural information.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can I suggest we move over to the Nifla Island now, Nifla Sims, and explore those a bit, and perhaps to conclude, have some of you who might be interested try and find out how to play two games that are there. See if you can work out the rules and make sense of it. It will be interesting to see. And for this, Nick, what would be the best way to get there? I mean, do we go back to the board again and get teleported, or shall we offer?
I have to check if I have a button in my inventory. You wanted to go to which Niflar?
Well, the standard teleport takes you to the reception area, so Utrecht area. But we can take it from there and perhaps do some flying and see the others.
I don't have the board here on my inventory.
Okay, well, shall
Maybe
we?
through the map.
The map.
Can you? Yes, you
Okay.
just open the map and then search for Niflar.
Oh yes. Do all present know how to do that? Open the map and then
They might not
type
even know
in
how
this
to spell Nifla, so...
No.
Ah.
NYF.
No, NIF it is.
Sorry. It's a long time I visited that. No, silly.
Yeah, so the map, for people who don't know, the map is at the bottom of the screen. On the, it's like, well, it looks like a little map next to the magnifying glass. Between the magnifying glass and the, like the target, there's the little map, and you can see there's.
I can also give everybody a landmark. Maybe that's better.
That's just as quick, but it's.
Niflar reception. Just